G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. And to be honest with you, we're a little bit stuck. We don't have anything that we have to do until... Well, we don't have anything new that we can do until Meek gets back from his rocket trip. All the way out here. Where he's going to bring us back 2 data packs. Because somehow... the dupes have lost 2 data packs, because I should have had enough to do this research and this research complete, all right, on the 2 rocket launches we've done. Actually, we've done 3, but you know, yeah, because this will give us the solid oxidizer tank, the liquid fuel tank, and the petroleum engine, which means we can start burning petroleum, which is good because that'll fix our oil problem, which means we can make more steel. Blah 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 blah. So I need to get this research done. So the only thing we can do is... I know I mentioned that I was looking to, between episodes, go through and start optimizing the base. And start really trying to clean up some of the excess. And I think that's what we're going to try and do whilst the base is live. Which is going to be a lot more fun and interesting. Oh, and I do need to mention... Do I still have the comment on the screen? I don't have the comment on the screen. I apologize. Somebody mentioned... that maybe the solar panels are overheating because they're touching the window tiles, which obviously have a lot of heat in them, and therefore some sort of separation would probably be a good idea. Now, what I've actually done is I've deconstructed all this, the tiles in here, so we've got a vacuum. So we have a vacuum gap that shouldn't transfer any heat, at least that's how Oxygen Not works. And then have our window tiles again and our solar panels. And so far, in 2 cycles, they all seem to be running fine. Although you're without power again because you're overheated again. Because you're dead. Alright. Hopefully with a few more wart seeds in here, we can cool things down. But again, this looks like maybe a lost cause. Maybe if I filled it with hydrogen, I'd have more luck. We are having robot miners overheat left, right, and center. We're basically having everything overheat. Let's shut you. No, wrong one. Nope. Nope. Deconstruct. Yeah, we're having a lot of overheating, and this, as you can see, obviously failed. The idea was to have more robot miners, but this guy's got a scan quality of 27. If I go to one of these guys, they got a scan quality of 72. So even having the robot miners this far apart is affecting our scan quality, whereas if they're closer but upside down and like to the side, it doesn't affect the quality nearly as much. So yeah, but you know, that one's got a scan quality of 40. The scanners is something I need to come back, I need to experiment with. Probably going to do a whole episode on it and just open up creative mode and go nuts. We'll see. It is coming up to school holidays, so that's the other thing I need to mention. And I'll eventually, probably tomorrow, day after, all the relative, depends on when this episode goes up. School holidays start here in Australia. I'm recording this Tuesday, so basically Wednesday. Wednesday is my last day before school holidays start. Once school holidays start, all guarantees are off, basically. Because I now have potentially 4 kids at home every day. So episode's going to be a little bit over the place. They won't be daily, that much I can promise. That's really all I can say. I don't know when they'll be. I don't know how often. I don't know anything. I do know we need to deconstruct those wires and those wires. And yeah. So we're going to depart from the daily episodes and go with the when I can episodes. I'm going to try my best, but that's pretty much where we're going to stand. So yeah, first things first, I want to just go around and I just want to clean up any wires that aren't in use. Now, as I understand it, the way wires work, this probably won't make an ounce of a difference. Because wires either have an on and off state. They don't really have a, like water pipes and gas pipes. There's this how much is in the wire, right, as it traverses along. Yeah, overheat damage everywhere. You guys are off because you're covered in crap. Solar panels are running. We consume 5, produce 3. Excellent. So we're actually positive in power for a change. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Good. We're not deconstructing the bridge by mistake. Bump, 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 bump. Now, why it doesn't actually put out heat? That's handy. If I go into screenshot mode, now I can see a little bit further. But as soon as I go outside screenshot mode, I can't see the edge. Okay. That looks like power for most of the top of the base. I'm job mastered. I'm doing off camera now, mostly. You don't have power hooked up yet. Everything in here is powered as much as it needs to be. Bump, 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 bump. All those power wires, that's to the pump. Over at this side. Yeah, we've been pretty good with power wires. We don't have that much excess. Alright, plumbing. Pinch of pepper farm can go. Come on. And we'll give them access into there again. Oh, wrong one. The liquid pipe. Liquid bridge. Liquid pipe. Oh, that was the only place we're taking polluted water. So that means this whole branch can actually go away. We were taking polluted water up to here, which we're no longer doing, which is going to make a mess. But I honestly don't care. We'll just mop up the mess afterwards. What doesn't actually land in the tanks, that is. So it's polluted water. Okay. So that's polluted water to that vent. And then we have... Okay, so polluted water comes up to here. Goes through to this event. If that's automation. Alright, you're detecting polluted water. So clean water actually loops back around. No, clean water jumps over the bridge. If it can't, it loops back around and feeds back in here. Okay. Alright, so that means same story. All of that can go. Flow control can go. So deconstruct that. And as you can see, each time we play with these pipes and they deconstruct something, the whole simulation slows down. And then finally catches back up. So yeah, pipes are definitely a bad thing. Alright, this double bridge thing can go away. And that one I will actually set to a higher priority because I actually want it gone now. Oh look, and there's a bit of polluted water in there. That can go. That's well, it doesn't say unreachable, so we'll take their word for it. Alright. Mop time. Everything on the top. Everything on top. Everything on top. Everything at that height. Everything at that height. Everything at that height. Anything that goes this way is actually not an issue. Or that way. Yeah, so we'll just start at the top and work our way down. Pipes. Okay, what is this? This is this wastewater pump, which can't reach any liquids. Because there's basically none left. Do I want to pump out more areas? Not really. So we're going to deconstruct you, which then means power-wise we can deconstruct that. Plumbing-wise we can deconstruct all of that, plus all of that, plus all of that, all of that, into this main return pipe. So that's the return from those bathrooms. That's the return from those bathrooms. Due to the update, we can actually get rid of that bridge. And plumbing. Run a liquid pipe right through the middle. To simplify things just a little bit. Okay, so we still have bridge to bridge to bridge to bridge to that. And each time I deconstruct things, you can see the water's stepping forward and stepping backward. Which probably means... No, they are slowly consuming water. Okay. Okay, deconstruct that. Alright, so if we bring water forward over to this bridge, I then want to prioritize down before I go up. And we'll deconstruct you as well. So I actually want them to come do this, so then we can... So we're going to go forward a tile, then we're going to go liquid bridge. We're going to aim that downwards, and then we'll go up. So, as has unchanged, hopefully. Extract pipes, priority 8-ish. The water should flow down first, and then flow up. And because we have so many plumbers, we'll actually empty some of these pipes. Because that was less mess for me to clean up afterwards. Oh, that's going to be deconstructed. Otherwise it's just going to keep flowing. Yeah. Done. Deconstruct the bridge. Because then water doesn't flow. So yeah, water's definitely going down now. Deconstruct that. How hard is it just to build a single pipe? Mark for emptying, but it is empty. Okay, so now liquid's flowing down. down and up. We've simplified that a little bit. This is automation that allows polluted water to be dumped out. Yep, you're detecting polluted water. Excellent. Mopping. We're going to mop up that. We're going to have to mop up that as well. That's all been mopped already. We do have a water bottler somewhere there that is taking both polluted water and normal water. Okay. They're being marked for deconstruction. Although, I don't think they can be reached. Flower pot, deconstruct. Let's try and get back up to 3 times speed. I don't need to change anything in there. So then we've got a liquid pipe coming to this to make sure we've got water down here. And then we're actually bringing the water back out if it gets too hot. If you get to 90 degrees, we're going to pump the water out from making too much glass. So again, I'd like to get rid of it, but I can't. It's actually required. We got a random water pipe over there, but I don't think... No, we've blocked up Dupe's access into there. So... let's give them access again. Come on, game. Which again, you know, costs more UPS. Because now they have somewhere else they can path to. Don't dink up the pinch of pepper. Bump, 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 bump. We'll have a ladder in there. We'll set to come on, harvest plants. Priority 8. All of those. Oh, we have made it. Our underground team has finally made it all the way to like almost the edge. They haven't bothered opening this security door because that would be far too easy. So we got access in through here. So because I like frying Dupe's brains, that's actually the next step. Along with there's more oil over here and more fossils. So we're going to go for a bit of an excavation. There's a whole room full of diamonds, which of course we want. Take out that, take out that, take out that, that. All that can go, that can go, dig out that. Okay, then we're going to dig. So that's filled to there. If let's dig across at this height. Which means I can get that bit of fossil and that bit of fossil, and then we'll come down and across. Now this is under pressure, so it's going to explode everywhere, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh, there's fossil all the way at top. The more fossil we can get, the better. It's pretty much where we are at the moment. Okay, this biome is pretty much useless. We can go hack a vending machine, and a computer desk, and a vending machine, and steal a Weezwot. That's pretty much it for this biome. It got too close to the oil and self-melted, so it's pretty useless. So let's go from this ladder. We can climb to here. We can climb to there. We can climb to there to get that Weezwot. And you know what? will get us access to that vending machine as well. Alright. Back to liquids. So we got the oil pump down here. We've got a bit of odd pipe there we don't need. We do not need this pump, because obviously you're never going to see oil again. Power, deconstruct that as well. Oh, automation. Deconstruct that. Alright, oil. Plus oil. You're broken again. I don't know why you keep breaking, but you are. We're going to set that to a higher priority. Because this is pumping oil at... What? 99 degrees. Okay. And that's 100 degrees. But still, the liquid filter is... It can go up to 125. Overheat temperature, 125. It's still overheating. We actually have now a lot of carbon dioxide. So, our slicksters are going to be happy at least. Okay, liquid pipe. That's our petroleum pipe. That's a... everything else water return pipe. Which also went to there. So let's get rid of that. That can go. That was a polluted water pipe. That actually, if I flip that bridge... No! That is already flipped. Oh, I need a bridge at that end. Yeah. We've got another mopping job, guys. All of that plays. You're overheating. We're just going to deconstruct you. It's easier. We don't really need to make sure things are super clean anymore. It's still really hot down here. Okay, liquid pipes. I do have... So, down here we kept putting liquid locks, and I think I'm going to get rid of them. So yeah, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to deconstruct the liquid locks, and we're just going to go with a solid door, because the dupes aren't pathing into these rooms anymore. They're finished in there. They don't really have a reason to go back in. Nobody can path to there, because, let me guess, we're out of oxygen. Why are we out of oxygen? Because it's just not pumping far enough down. Okay, it's a separate problem we're going to come back to. Didn't I did give you access. You guys are delivering shit already. And it's eating it. Nobody can go in. It's just the answer. We're just gonna... We finally hit the right temperature. Thermals. 41 degrees. But then when I go pump... polluted water in at 23 degrees, that's going to be definitely the wrong temperature. So those definitely can't be reached. That can't be reached. That obviously can't be reached. There's still a lonely liquid pipe there. So that can't be reached. We're going to deconstruct that. So they can't path this way. They can only path that way. Just trying to cut down the pathing anywhere we can. Alright. Back to the liquid system. Oh, there's half a dozen pipes over here. Okay. Liquid system. No, they can't get down here currently because we don't have oxygen in the exosuits. And if I let them wander down there, they're just going to scald themselves. We need to bop up this mess again because that pipe broke again. Because there's no reason why it should have broken. But I have turned on its neighbor, who has no oil because you broke. Oh! Okay. Deconstruct. That bit of pipe going nowhere can go away. So that's the liquid out from there, which comes all over the place. That's a liquid pipe that goes absolutely nowhere. So you could be emptied. That's from this steam, which is now empty. That's a little bit more simple. We have got rid of a certain amount. Has it helped? I don't know. But we're now ready to land. No, don't go there. We want to go up here. Things are open. That's a good sign. Robo-miner's digging out the ground. We're sitting here waiting at the gantry. Because in theory it's going to break all the automation wire. It didn't. No, you still took rocket thruster damage. Even though the rocket thruster had gone way past. Okay, automation overlay. Oh, he was there. Did he fall? Hey, it's a meep. Who... Bladder, 8%. No. Again, in the updates, it said, you know, as soon as they got back, they desperately need to pee. Nope, still broken. Okay, so that needs to be fixed. Meh. It works even if it's broken, so we're just going to disable it. Problem solved. Just means it stays out permanently, which I guess means it just stays out permanently. Alright. Data packs. Yeah, 60 of them. Excellent. You cannot get any higher up running on your steam engine. Rocketry. So even after raising the roof, I'm still short to add another booster, because I can always put in a second solid fuel thruster. Obviously we need an auto sweeper. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. Power's not dead anymore, so we're going to re-enable that building. You're full of iron, so that makes life easier. can I deconstruct something in the middle? I don't know if a solid rocket booster will get us the extra 100,000 kilometers. Alright, let's deconstruct something in the middle and find out. Okay. So, that'll finish off the research soon, TM. In like 2 ticks of a thingy. Okay, liquid pipes. That can be deconstructed. See, that's a cooling pipe. I can't get rid of it. That's a cooling pipe. I can't get rid of it. That's an exit pipe for potentially hot... polluted water. I can just plumb that into the normal one. So... no. I had that running along there to cool as well. They're probably made out of gold. I'll just do that. It's a bad option, but... polluted water at 2.7 degrees, yeah. It turns out they're made out of iron. There you go. There's not a lot I can do about this. Research complete! Rocketry. Petroleum engine. Right there, please. Deconstruct buildings. All of those. Righty no. All of those. I really need to get rid of the ladder. Because the auto miner can't quite reach this side. Okay, hang on. Petroleum engine. So I could have one on this side and build a gantry out. No matter what, I can only have 3 rockets. I only built the silo big enough for 3. So if I put another auto miner in the middle, that's 2 tiles. With a gantry, that makes 3 tiles. Oh, a gantry. A ladder makes 3 tiles. And that gives me 2 tiles on the other side for another auto miner. Bit of an overhang at the top. Sure, let's just leave this one here. Okay. So, we'll deconstruct that. We'll build this petroleum engine, which now means all our deconstructing of pipes goes out the window, because this petroleum, plumbing, liquid pipe, do I insulate it? Oh, really? Again? Look, I'm getting jack of this. Deconstruct that one tile. Out of ceramic, sure. Because it just keeps taking out this pipe, and then they're going to run further. Which, you know, right at the moment, they can't path up and over. They have to... well, they have to path up and around and over, and... yeah, they can't just tube there and back. And they can't run through this regolith. Pretty nine. Dig up that crap. Okay. Oh, research. Oh, it's already selected the next one. So it's hydrogen engine and liquid oxidizer tank, which means we're going to need supercooled materials for these two, which is a later JD problem. Ready to land. Save game. It's broken because I took a chunk out from the middle. A solid fuel thruster. Nope. Deconstruct. 29. Really full of both materials. Excellent. Apart from I have to deconstruct you. And that has to go as well. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, deconstruct, 29, the ladder. Because maybe that's what's blocking it. You're going to keep adding 11 grams of oxalite over and over and over, even though it won't fit. So you're going to reach down 3. If I just pop the hole right there. Rocketry, solid fuel thruster. Haha, it fits. It fits. So it's actually one wider than what these other modules are. Good to know. Alright. You're filling up with steam. Hopefully that'll bring the steam down to a almost zero amount. We can actually get in here and do some repairs. And try and look at some way to... So that steam's at... See, all that steam is useless. It's all too cold. It's not in the steam anymore. So what happens when we pop open a container full of steam that's too cold to be actual steam? It just turns into water. Yeah. It's alright, we'll fill up our basin. I don't technically want water down there. Alright, whatever. Okay, back to our plumbing problem. Actually, ventilation problem. Deconstruct. Gas pipes. Go away. Go away. You're also too cold. Deconstruct. Go away. Go away. You're hot enough. You're hot enough. You're pumping down. You're filling up. Yeah, that rocket's going to be ready to go in no time. You have contents none. So let's set you to priority 1. You to priority 6. You to priority 2. Nine. Auto sweeper much? Like, it shouldn't be going that way, sweeper. Okay. Deconstruct that. Yep, no idea what that automation wire was doing. Shipping, auto sweeper, out of steel, because it's the only thing that's sort of surviving at this point. Okay, let's deconstruct. Oh crap, that's a vacuum. I didn't even realize. Power. Out of iron. No. That's where it'll go. Okay. Deconstruct that. Okay. Rocketry. We've got a petroleum engine. Let's have... Oh. Okay. Solid fuel oxidizer. one of those. Now, I already know that the ratio is 1 to 3. So, we're going to be like this tall before we even add any research modules. That's what worries me. I'm thinking maybe we need to come further down again. Which is such a massive construction job. To get more depth. Yeah, 160 degrees. You're over. Why are you overheating? You just are. You've just got lots of steam hanging around from our last launch. That's still slightly warm. Okay, you're actually ready to go again. Put tri-wall there. Put auto sweeper in there, which can now reach both of them, and hopefully we get filled up with iron and oxygen, and then we can launch. Destination selected? Oh. No. Don't select there. I want to go further. Put this up higher. Which of course is going to get ruined by asteroids constantly. The only other option is really like poking a hole so they can build through a wall repeatedly, which sounds painful. Alright, are you full? 100 kilos. No. But you are getting it. Really? Meter at stolen time. Okay, you're making oxygen again. We're gonna mop up that water. Actually, you guys don't get the wet debuff because you're in excess hits. Huh? Just leave the water where it is. Don't care. Alright. Plumbing. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's as good as we're going to get. That's still not deconstructed because of airflow. Which means that's not deconstructed, that's not deconstructed. That's a clean water return for hot water. We are getting rid of polluted water as fast as we can get rid of it. A ladder there-ish. Deconstruct buildings. We want those gone. I want that gone. I want that gone. I want that gone. Technically, ooh. Oh, what have you meant to do? Sand, yeah. And sand. Priority 5, priority 5, priority 8. Maybe if I just tick that, that'll have the desired effect. Conveyor overlay. Because this is also a pipe. What the hell are you? Genetic ooze. Oh, you're shipping meat in. Oh, crap, we don't have anywhere to store that. Meat and mushrooms and all sorts of things. Oh, that must be what's decomposing in the pipes. Crap. That means I use 1 kilogram and I've got that. Whoa, hang on. Use 1 kilogram and I've got that many. Let's go with 1 kilo. Nope. 99. Enter. 99. enter. Yeah, because we've got that much of that crap. I got something out of the containers, out of the conveyor line. Alright, back to conveyor line. So you're meat in. You're also food in. You're everything out. But now just phosphorite and reed fiber from the actual shearing station. Yep, you can reach the shearing station. How are my geckos? They're still wild. Because nobody's patting them. Probably because I don't actually have many qualified ranches. Okay. Conveyor overlay. That's coal in. So both those are full of coal. And coal comes across here and it's sorted and then shipped back out. We have coal coming here to go into there. Why are we shipping? Okay, so what goes in here then? Lime and eggshell and fossil. Okay, so they come down here, go into there, they get then fed into this machine. No, into this machine and spit out lime, which then goes in here, which then gets shipped into one of these guys. Okay, so that's all I can really do there. That is working. Oop. All of that can actually go. Oh, sorry, is it deconstruct? Conveyors. That's an out. That's an out. That's a food line. That's the input line. Which you were just doing everything so you can go away. You were doing everything so you can go away. That 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 can go away. And that can go away. You're doing coal out. You're going down. You're going into there. Diamond. Diamond. What are you storing? Abyssala. Let me guess. Diamond moved. No. Miscellaneous. Okay, so you're not meant to ship out diamonds. That's what the issue is. Yeah, store the diamond, please. I made a loop. Yeah, I made a loop and we're sending it back out. Alright, we don't want to do that anymore. Okay. Like, I can't do anything about any of these conveyors, because as far as why can't you reach food? There's exos, they have power. You're just lying to me, aren't you? Yeah. Conveyor. Yeah, I can't really get rid of any of these conveyors. Like even these. This is one in, one out. This is polluted dirt, which comes up in here and is get processed into these two. My conveyors are pretty much set. Liquid pipe we've been through. We've killed off what we can. The only thing I do need to do is I need to go insulated pipe. We'll see how far the ceramic gets us. Right, 2 higher. Just bring this right 100 plus tiles. Come on, autosave. If I let go of my finger and this disappears, I'm not going to be impressed. Okay, that gets us to there. Priority? Nope, it's all there from the looks of it. Alright, so that's the solid fuel tank. We then want rocketry. Liquid fuel tank, 1. I really want to place ahead. Alright, so you need oxalate. A lot of it, actually. You have some oxalate, but not enough. So you're going to make more. You're going to ship it up here. We're going to shove it in there. Star map. 2-7, and this is 3-0. I don't know if we're actually going to have the distance. I really don't know. If we don't, we're just going to have to get rid of another module. There's no other answer. Alright. Back to base. No, let's start up here. That can go away. That's oxygen into that room, which we sort of need. Oh, Jebediah's now a space cadet. And Bill. Jeb! Bill, my boy! Sunnova, Matthew, and Ethan. Sunnova can be a Metatronics engineer. Mathis can be a Metatronics. And you're going to be an apprentice architect. Okay. Building Entombed. So they've definitely overheated again. And you're right, those tiles are super hot. The drywall isn't. Okay, and if we go check the other side, they've all overheated as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on creative mode. I'm going to deconstruct all those. I'm also going to do power wires. I'm going to take that out as well. I'm going to go buildings. I'm going to take that out. Because like we've done this 10 times. I'm going to come one more tile further down. Just on the off chance that it's because they're actually in contact with the glass. No, we're not going to fit another one. Power. Heavy wire. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to run them again. The exact same test. On the other side of the map, we're going to deconstruct. We're going to go with background buildings. I'm going to remove all the drywall where those solar panels are. Okay. And I'm going to deconstruct you, and you, and you, and you. And then we're going to go power, solar panels. I'm going to put them back. So it was 21 degrees. That's 50, 70. And then these are brand new, so of course there's nothing wrong with them. I'm going to dig up all that real quick. We're going to re-repair these. So at like the same baseline condition, starting condition. Okay, we'll try again. So another giant pipeline, which is really going to help the game performance. That's a closed system. That's a closed system. I can't change those. That's water and petroleum both heading north. Again, like, there's not a lot I can do with it. I either need to pump oil all the way to the top of the base, or I need to pump petroleum all the way to the top of the base. Like, I could try to straighten the pipe out, so maybe it's shorter. But that's about it. That's water into the coffee maker. That's water into those bathrooms, those bathrooms. That's the water return. That is the water return from both in here and from the steam vent. That's water into that one. See, that one they're walking through all the time. And chlorine is heavier, so it would pull down. So I think I'm going to leave that one. Are we getting any more food storage? Copy. Oh, that one's... that was the one with the meal lights. The all of 1 calorie of it. Copy. We'll even have some fridges that have power. That's something entirely different. Furniture. Crown molding. Sure, that's the best you're going to get. So that's a decor of 5 with a 5 radius. That's a decor of 10. So because I actually have the squares here, furniture. Oh, canvas is now made out of metal. Okay. Alright, made out of gold. Okay, so they're being made. Yeah, we still have a lot of food. Alright. Back to the piping overlay. Can't do anything there, can't do anything there. Done that, done that. This whole main central line, I guess I could try and do something about. So that's the polluted water line which comes in here and goes to there. Whereas this is the not polluted. Okay, so that's the everything else line. Is that the everything else line? No. You go to there. Okay, no, you go to there, go to there. Okay, so that is the everything else line. The everything else line essentially just goes into the polluted water tank. So, again, same story. If I take that and I join that in there, it there means that bridge can be deconstructed. It means all those liquid pipes can get deconstructed. That's the petroleum line. Yes. Okay, so if that one's petroleum, that one's cool. Liquid bridge, deconstruct. Liquid bridge, deconstruct. Liquid pipe, deconstruct. Deconstruct. Bring that all the way up to there. That one can now go away. Now it's empty. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Slowly. Mop. No spills. There's a spill. Oh, we did it. Okay. Let's put in a door. A door. So that's the coolant pipe coming up that way. That's the return pipe coming that way. So this return needs to be here. This return doesn't need to be here. Okay, so we're good to there. Damage overheated. Large power transform. Again? Oh, it's a different one. And now my Weezbot stopped. It's got too hot. Battery's dead. We're gonna have to work out some better way to cool this. Maybe a vacuum all the way around? Maybe? I can't... I don't know if it's too much heat coming in from outside, or if it's too much heat being built up inside. Like, it is getting up higher and higher and higher. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And that one's still not built. And these are nice balmy. So one's 50 degrees, that's 70 degrees, that's 20 degrees. It doesn't make much sense at all. I think the only way to deal with solar panels is actually have a cooling loop running behind them, in the wall. Delivered 400 kilos of ceramic. Oh, it's building that. Iron, oxygen, rocket, star map. 2-8. Damn. Alright. Deconstruct another one. Okay, so next episode we'll finish building more of rocket, and then we'll launch meat in his Franken rocket halfway across the map, because I really think that's what's called for. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, I do hope you're enjoying this little Oxygen series, not Glitter series. Us doing the optimistic base, and I'm optimistic that maybe if I clear out some vent issues, maybe things will run faster. But I look at this, I'm like, every single pipe was put here for a reason, and not a lot of it we're ready to get rid of just yet. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're erupting again, are you? Next door, let's see, 96 cycles, and this one, which hasn't started up yet, is next activity 16 cycles. And we also got to look at something in here about. Actually, we already have. Yeah, we already have the clean air being pumped out. Yeah, I might need some deodorizers up here. Just to sort of cycle the air a little bit. And convince the mobs to fart more. Because that's also highly required. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to end this here. Thank you very much for watching. And I will catch you in the next one. Alright, bye!